Alright, so today I'll be solo casting, sadly. We're hosting a game between Melons and Miami. Not sure what the letters are in between. But let me get us on consulate shortly. So this is a playoff game, nonetheless, and 2 seconds, let me get this posted into a chat. Alright, I think we're all set. We'll go and get a double check, see if these players are ready, and we'll get started. Oh, take that as a yes. There we go. Now I can pause it, no big deal. Regardless, like I said, this is Miami versus Melons. Melons will be starting defense on Con. After this map, we will be moving to a bank where Miami will be defending. And then Labs will be the last map if needed. Once more, this is a playoff match, and this is a double elimination bracket they have set up here in Double O League. So they're, if either team loses, it's not the end of the world. They can still go into double elimination or into their second elimination match, which will then knock them out. I'm trying to see here. Anyways, getting into the first map, Consulate. We have a Dokkaebi ban. I mean, Dokkaebi's been as strong as ever, I would say. She really hasn't seen any drop in play. It's just as good. As long as you have somebody that's good as a DMR, I mean, there's no reason not to run her. Ram's really good on Con. There's so many sophomores on Con, and it's just, she rips in like bottom 4 sites completely in half. And then, I mean, it's R4C, 2 ACOG, so. Valk ban, pretty standard, Valk cams give a lot of good intel and good C4s. Again, since most C4s are soft, it can be a lot of C4s from below. Most plant spots are also, you can kill people through the floor or ceiling, depending on where you are. I'll be quite frank with you guys, I'm not too aware of either one of these teams. Both these teams are pretty... Well, I can't recall them from memory myself. But getting into the first round, we have...
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
On basement defense, we're actually seeing a server room defense, which you don't really see too often. I'm gonna take a sec to get used to this new.
Attackers have located a bomb.
I'm not. They just updated
10 seconds to go.
the UI for spectating, so this is. When I say brand new, I mean this is. Brand new.
Attackers are heading out to defuse the bomb.
I mean, this is actually really good looking. And there's free cam. Cool. Nice. Like I said, this is a basement defense. It'll be interesting to see if we're gonna have anybody just go straight to the basement. We're gonna have a bandit trip being played here. Mav should get this wall opened immediately. Only worries gonna be on the window, which doesn't seem like there's gonna be anybody that's really holding this. They're gonna have just a straight cut along the floor, get the bandit battery, stop the tricking. We're seeing a Monty from coming out of Watson. Well, it is getting open, so we are going to have our initial point of entry. Not sure if we're going to end up seeing any differing, or they're going to go straight from a server room take. That being said, the Pulse is spotting these guys out, so Pulse is going to be fully aware of this. I'm going to start cutting the next wall. Monty immediately blocking off the doorway, so there's not going to be any way for them to actually contest these guys playing inside a server. They know where the battery is. They're going to have to work a little bit harder for that. They don't want to open up too much to the wall and force Therm to get, hit his feet shot. Finally, doesn't spot the battery. It's right in front of his face. Uses a drone because of it. Finally gets the battery off. It does seem like a pretty one-sided take. We're not having any pressure above it other than the Theo watching flanks. Other than that, walls are now open, which is now leaving the Monty with a flank of possible chances. Server, I say miscontested. There is actually one above, and person instead of connectors can get 2 kills. Plant is going down immediately, covered by the Monty. On the roof, Legion's shooting down at this Capital, post plant down. Castle is going to pick up 1 kill, so it's not completely hopeless. With the Monty on the board, and this is as close to as impossible as you can get. No impacts. That's pretty good. I don't know how that works. He's going to spot the Zoe to info. Now has a chance of flank from the outside wall. Probably isn't going to take it. Just going to go for the hatch drop straight on. Is spotted immediately by the Monty, so won't be able to do anything there. Get traded out. Somehow picks up the kill. With no time, sadly. Monty will pick up the last kill. Yeah, Monty is incredibly disruptive right now, and I mean, granted, that probably wasn't the reason they lost that round. They're just getting most walls open. All they needed, held the crosses, really held nowhere for them to hold. Once they clear upstairs into waiting, there's not really much you can do. But Melons will bring a clash trying to counter the Monty this time around. This time we're going to be seeing a clash in hopes to counter a Monty. There's no Monty this time. We are going to see a blitz. I'm not too sure if we're going to see a quick plant here, especially since we're being able to send lying in blitz.
My magnets will protect us.
Usually stands for a pretty quick plant. Yeah, this new eye is this is actually a whole lot better. This is probably as close to Pro League UI as you can get without the names being placed, which I honestly didn't even check if you can now name teams. I can check that in games. But this UI is incredible.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Actually, we're going to be seeing a Maru as well, so most likely we'll be having walls going to get opened by the Sens immediately, and the wall now being brought as in. They brought a Mav last time, so no point in wasting up on the wall now if they're just going to bring a Mav. That being said, no mavs bought this time, so we'll be open completely for free. Drones will start to go in.
Reloading!
Time to surprise them.
Attackers have located a bomb.
We're gonna have a first smoke grenade throw, not popped, so it is still there. We have spotted out everything else. Smoke grenade will go out. Amaru might be coming in here. Not a whole lot of sound or anything going on to actually, you know, like, ready this plant. Last flash is going in, I believe.
Come on out. Gotta reload.
Coming in adrenaline.
Now we're in. Immediately traded out. Lion's in as well. Lion gets traded out. It is less than a 1v3. Lion is aware of the warden there. He should get stormed by both players. Gets picked up immediately. The attempt was good. The Maru just comes in with kind of in the middle of nowhere. Lion as well. I'm not too sure how Lion was able to get into the building as cleanly as he did. But yeah, the Maru just got picked off before she can do anything. Basically, only had time to maybe get 1 or 2 rounds off, but you can't really do anything there. I didn't see how the Blitz got shut down, but you walked straight into a warden, so it's really gonna warden shocking at that. So, but it's Con upstairs. It's probably the most difficult site to attack. So I mean, if you're gonna go out one way, probably the best way. Probably a good way to go out, not the best way to go out. Still early days in the match, so yeah, no big deal.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Morale issues. Now we're finally getting the middle for site. We're not, we're not seeing them go back to their initial site, which is their initiation. Not initiation. I don't know who won.
10 seconds to go.
The server site.
Reload!
5 seconds.
And we are going to go to the piano site, I believe. Even though their scenes is
Attackers'
extending
objective is
into
to defuse a bomb.
garage quite a bit. This is a piano site. I mean, pretty interesting to see how they go about this. We had a spawn peek from the I believe.
Magnet out. Magnet out.
Setting hard breach.
Garage is getting opened up. It's going to make our first point of entry here from the attackers. The shotgun actually ran on this Deimos.
Reloading. Cover me.
Scanning.
I'm still taking a sec to get used to this new UI. Seems like they also opened up the balcony upstairs, which is where most the attacks been coming from here. There is still one player on the skylight, which could drop at any time and try to put some pressure on there. Drones are going out, so we are seeing a top-down clear. C4 does actually down somebody from the pulse. He will be backing off, just trying to hope not to get, really cleared too well. I'm not too sure what just went down. I know Deimos got a kill, got instantly shared out, and probably got refragged again by the bug. Gridlock was able to clear one. Legion gets another. Legion does seem like he's falling back here. Most likely they're unaware of Legion actually falling away, so this is going to leave them with not too much time left to continue. And Ace somehow gets the cleanup there. I'm not sure where he was playing. Ace is actually in sight. Hatches are open, so it's now going to leave this post completely alone. Yeah. Not sure where he looked. That's a toughie. Gotta pick up that kill before the plant gets down. He gets the kill before the plant gets down. Possibly can do something there and not just run around. Tough round. I'm not a big fan of Consulate. I'm not too sure how to play it. I really enjoyed old Consulate. This Consulate, I'm not too familiar with all the strats too well. So a lot of this is also just me trying to, really seeing how the things are going down.
Defenders, protect
I'm not too
your
sure
bombs
how
from being
impactful
defused by
the
attackers.
Deimos was. To be fair, we're going back to the server room site, which I'm not sure we're going to see the Monty be brought back, but we're not seeing the Clash being brought in order to counter the Monty. Which I'm pretty sure they're going to spot the site, so it's not going to be an issue on that. Yeah, but we still are going to be
10
running
seconds to insertion.
this server
Attackers
site.
have located a
Last
bomb.
time they pushed straight through
5 seconds
the
left.
side entrance, which is here.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Yeah, they pushed through emergency exit. We actually are getting the map back. We're getting the exact same push again, so they'll probably run back their exact push as well. That being said, it does look like the Vigil's actually holding this window from above, which I'm surprised he didn't do to begin with. Last time, at least. Which there, you can see it finally. Monty is going to check the window, make sure nobody's there. Might not spot out. This is going to spot him out. Does receive some shots. They're going to have to clear this guy, or at least try to clear him. If not, put this Monty up in front. Well, did he cut and the bandit gets traded out? So that's immediately they've lost their bandit player. I'm guessing he tried to C4 through the floorboards. Completely missed. They're gonna have to get some holes open above and contest this, because they're really not gonna do anything here. Vigil somehow gets a kill there. I'm not too sure how he's able to pick up that kill, which is gonna actually get the thermite, which is their dedicated planter. So and that's also getting rid of one thermite charge. So they're actually not gonna be able to get the second wall open. So they're really gonna have to try to, make something, force a plant here, other than to just wait on the plant coming to them. Kitsu actually does pick up the next kill, picks up 2 more kills actually, so this completely opened up the round for them. Last 2 players, I believe, are both server side. Mav is going to go ahead and try to open up a wall for them to actually walk through. Not too sure why this pulse keeps... I can understand now why he's trying to open up. They're now above. Smokes are going in. Questionable smokes here. And you're gonna walk straight to the door. That's another pretty cool UI there. Being able to actually see the player in the smokes. Now he's highlighted in the smoke mode, so even the others can't see him, now you can see him. Yeah, that server attack is the server defense. On the other hand, seems to be quite problematic. There's not really a whole lot of ways to defend that if you're not going to defend that wall off rip. And the only way to really defend that wall is going to be either a Cade, so they don't have an easy job to get it, and then they have to use drones and EMPs, or to play above like the Vigil and not give away your position, or C4 from below, impact from the window. There's a few different ways to try to counter that, but it's nothing like easy. That wall most likely will get open.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Razor wire in position. Reload. Setting up Vulcan.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Setting explosive ordnance.
5 seconds left.
Up here we are seeing Goldeneye this time. There's no
Attackers' objective is to defuse a bomb.
EMPs. There's only a Twitch drone. So really, push comes to shove, those walls just shouldn't get open. We're gonna see a spawn B coming out of this warden.
Reloading, cover me.
Doesn't seem like anybody's actually pushing him.
Activated device.
I'm not gonna see anybody on his side of the map. Monty is gonna be pushing the office side of the map. Aspar doesn't clear. Might get EMP'd by the cam, which he doesn't. Twitch on fire is going inside. He's going to be able to pop both of the Goyo cans. Actually, we'll get 3 Goyo cans. And speaking of that, Flores is already inside of the manager's office. Is going to start being able to open some of these rotating walls to support this Monty wherever he decides to go. Doesn't really have too much to worry about due to the the fire being everywhere. Monty now pushing up to kind of clear everything. Probably going to start moving to get the shield. C4 gets ripped. We'll do a chunk of damage to this Monty, not too much damage. Is going to get smoked out. Now is 15 health, so now he's 1 shot. So now this is probably one of the best places they can be. Shield doesn't get cleared, but there is nobody playing behind shield now. So there's some sense of relief going on. Bandit is going to try to defend his position. They do have holes open up from below. This Warden could come around and kill this Monty from below. Twitch is gonna see that coming. Murder gets a Twitch here, so now they don't really have any way to get. Monty falls as well. Attack's really just kind of falling apart here. Minute left on the clock. There's still a lot of time, and there's 3 on site as far as I can see. Maybe 4. Yeah, there's 4 on site. Smoke's still going out, so there's not really a plant. So somebody playing behind the shield. I don't think he has any more bees. He does actually have 1 more set of bees, so he could check the shield. Player on the shield gets it's killed actually. Not sure how he lost that gunfight to begin with.
Out of mags.
We'll get the first. That headshot doesn't count for the second. He's gonna get pushed out. Bandit's gonna swing and get the frag on the Flores, looking at the shield. Is that the first shot from the Goyo? I'm not too sure. That didn't count as a headshot. You're right. On central. The defenders really have to pick up this. Melons really have to pick up this last round just to still, stay in this. They're finally going to go to a garage site, which is the first time we're going to see that today. This, in rank, is probably one of the favorite sites, but again, this isn't ranked, so it's pretty difficult to know how this is going to turn out. We'll be needing to see if we're going to see a Monty come out of Melons, or sorry, not Melons, Miami. Being that they have brought Monty on the basement attack, server side at least, and Monty should be pretty strong on this side as well. We're going to see the Deimos be brought back. They have a Legion, the Goyo, just to defend this Monty. They have the Warden for any Ying rush, any Ying plants, the Candelas, Blitz. No Monty this time, so not going to be an issue. They've had a 100% win rate with Monty so far going in. That is Miami. We are going to see Goyo on the 3rd floor realm. Drones are going to be going out, are going to spot that the hatch is popped. Probably going to start making the repels up to the roof. Damon's holding a good cross here. Could see the Goyo actually rotate into him unaware, unknowingly. This looks like Goyo is going to be going towards the admin side. That scared me, to be frank. He's in his top spiral. Doesn't look like they're aware of him. They're going to start droning him. Don't actually drone spiral immediately. He might get caught on drone here. Does see the drone. Probably gonna have to play fast here. Deimos is currently looking for the Warden, so he will be relaying that info. Another person on the flank is found. He's hearing several people. He's gonna miss the initial kill. Gets the kill. Tries to run away. He's killed by the Ash. Immediately traded out. Puts him in a 2v4. Still winnable. Not winnable. Sparks is gonna have a lot of work to do here. He's gonna start popping Goyo cans. He's gonna just get hit. His floor is really gonna start getting picked apart. Deimos starts to track him. This is when Deimos is probably the strongest. Down to these, 1vx situations, because he can really make it impossible for the defender to, pull anything away. Not the best half from the defenders. Interesting to see how this is going to turn out. I'm not too sure what the stat line is when it comes to attack defense win rates on Consulate itself. It's an iffy map. Like I said, not my personal choice when it comes to maps. But a 4-2 split isn't horrible. It just, again, depends on the stat line when it comes to map favors. I can actually pull up the stat line now.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
We're gonna see a garage right off rip with some mirror being brought out, which is pretty standard for this site. Surprised we can see it on the other on the Melon side.
Reload. Magnet deployed. You can worry less about grenades. Now you see me, now you don't.
Yeah, so Consulate's still defender favored out of roughly 390 rounds played. It has a 44% attacking win rate, so 55% defense win rate. So it should still be a 3-3.
Attackers are moving
4-2
out
is
to
not
locate a
horrible.
bomb and defuse it.
Not great by any means, but it can definitely still be brought back.
Changing mag.
Now they're really gonna have to open strong here, not start on a bad foot. That being said, we are going to see Melons immediately rock onto the Monty. So I wasn't really sure if this was just going to be a Miami thing, but no, Melons will immediately shift to a Monty as well. So we will be seeing Monty from both sides. Main wall is going to get opened up immediately. No impact from above. This is bizarre to me. Wall does get open. They're going to have mirrors on the wall, so there's really no worry of this wall at the moment, just because of the 2 mirror windows watching. Third floor is clear. I'm not sure if they've droned that and they're aware of this, or if they're just. We're a minute in. They are still droning upstairs. They're not fully aware that upstairs is completely clear. The first floor is actually clear, other than somebody sitting top server stairs, which he will attempt wallbang.
Start running.
We're gonna spot the vigil now. Cams will start to fall. Monty now moving, rotating around the map. Not too sure where he's going at this rate. Looks like Murda actually picks up a kill on Shelky, which is a castle, which was somebody else playing pretty heavy on the roam. Those look like we're rotating into a front side take, even with the mirror windows. So I'm imagining we're gonna rely on the jackal to get these holes from above. Somehow there is a drone somewhere on the Mew, so he is spotted out. Crosses, gets it down on him. They should be aware of the down. Monty should be able to go back down the stairs.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Holes are already open from above, so these mirror windows are gone. They're just going to make the flank route as well. Again, drone is in position for this. So they should pick up, they should be aware of this. We'll pick up the kill on the jackal. Is going to fall off, start pushing down server. Or sorry, spiral. Possibly find the player that's already bottom spiral.
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
One leaves, unfortunate. Finds 2 kills, and now just a Monty and the
10 seconds remaining.
Lion by themselves. Aren't aware of the Vigil's
Attackers recovered
positioning.
the bomb diffuser. 5 seconds left.
They traded it out! What a huge play by Omerta. Around that probably should never have been won by the attackers there, but Omerta was somehow able to pull out a pretty big round. I'm not too sure what happened to the second player. I will pause timer at the 1 second mark, but is able to get back in. So I'm gonna let him load in and then use some timer. Yeah, Umberto really pulled him big and was able to actually clutch that around for him. Worst comes to worst for Sparks, even if he wasn't able to pick his operator there, he's an attacker, so they will be able to, you know, not 6-pick per se, but shift onto a different character in the drone phase.
Camera ready to activate.
They're seeing a backward shield. So that shield is pretty standard in Pro League, and just even most ranked games, you can, or most time we'll see a shield like that. Shield's really good at hold drawn crosses, and I mean they're going to be peeking multiple doorways, so you have, you know, it's the reception doorway, or long desk, the short hallway here coming out of a meeting, and the meeting door, all peeking into this hallway, plus the shield and somebody sitting on vending machines. This is a pretty challenging doorway to actually peek into.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Deploying ADS. On reinforce.
Does seem like does look like we're seeing an office take. Either respawn offside. Gonna immediately shift to the wall, no wall denial except for a mute, so I mean with this EMP grenade, which I believe we have, we can get that open. Doesn't look like we're actually denying this one in any way, shape or form. Probably aware that it's not gonna make too much of a difference. But it does almost get his head taken off through the door. Should be able to shoot that. I'm not sure if he heard the rappel. He's aware of the rappel.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Still left one track stinger, which I'm not too sure why. Does clear the track stinger, another track stinger played and placed inside the small office. Ying has now repelled in. Does look like they've taken this side of the map pretty quickly. Interesting timing from both players. First Candela going, should bounce right back, go right back out. Doesn't actually shoot Candela, which could have been an option as well. Tough aim. Does light him up a little bit, so he is slightly injured. We do have Stargazer here playing this shield on the mending machines. So he's in a prime position. The Goyo is trying to clear him. Here come the Candelas. Ying is now able to kill him with a murder with the kill. Now clearing the power position. The Ace is not going to be able to get active and be able to start opening up some holes. Murder is going to swing out into the hallway, able to get these these rejammers and ADSs. Looks like we pushed in the long desk as well, so now we have multiple forms of entry. So Goyo should pick up this kill. Is able to get the down. I'm not sure if he's able to get this finish. They should be able to hold him here.
Applying first aid.
Goyos are getting popped.
Attackers recovered the bomb.
Flores is able to swing in and get an opening pick onto the Goyo, which now gives them access to meeting. Nobody really holding meeting at this point. Long desk is also free by the looks of it. Castle is blank below, so he will be able to try to deny any plants if there's any good intel on where the plants are coming from. They're aware of this Chanka sitting behind the hard wall.
Attackers dropped.
Murder is going to die to the Goyo can, which now completely stalls this push out. They can no longer plant on the side they wanted to because of the fire.
10 seconds left.
Trying to push along this side, can't really make a play there.
5 seconds to go.
Try to swing in, they know where he is, but this Castle's really going to have to make a play from below. Isn't able to actually find this play from below. Picks up 2 on the flank. Ace now in the hallway. Is able to light up the Ace. The shotgun won't be of any avail at this distance. We're going to have to back out and just pick up a reload here. Should take time to reload here. Should be aware that the shotgun's not gonna be the gun to make the 2 kills with. Could possibly actually open this wall and try to get a defuse through here, but it's questionable. Spots the laser shot at the player.
Attackers need to protect the defuse.
He's able to pick up a down on 1. Runs out with a shotgun. Misses the shotgun shot. Wouldn't have been to any. Wouldn't have mattered regardless due to the time on the clock. probably a little closer than they would have liked that rounds ago. For Melons there, but a win's a win. They would lock out the round. The Goyo can being popped with the shotgun really almost lost the game, but unfortunately for Miami, they didn't have any crosses set up for that close plant deep in meeting, so they really couldn't deny that. I mean, Chonky might have been able to like attempt a bounce in some way or another, but realistically, there's really no good way. Because I mean, he might have been able to like bounce it off the corner of the table and to that corner. But, yeah, it's a stretch.
Bomb located by attackers.
We are going to run back upstairs, being that it took them so long to clear and they spent so much time trying to get the plant down and still really had to, hurry a plant and push a plant. That being Miami, and it was actually almost a good round from the defenders.
10 seconds.
We're going to see the, because of the low time, we're going to see an Echo this time around. That's going to be in charge of the shield, your rotates. I'm not too sure they needed to bring the shotgun from Echo, but I mean, if you're comfortable with the Supernova, I know some people were monsters with the Supernova, then by all means. On the other hand, I cannot use that gun to save my life.
Reaching sequence activated.
For some people, the Supernova hits like a truck. For others, it's a weight weapon. I'm not too sure I'm a fan of this castle barricade. I mean, I guess it forces out another Selma, and that might be the third Selma there. He is going to save the next Selma. No soft recharge, just we're not going to be able to get any action from that. Ying now has worked her way into the building. There's like those holes that were open up with the defenders. Again, we're going to have Stargazer playing on the shield. Not too sure where Castle just got picked off there. Could have been from the actual wall itself. I'm genuinely not too sure.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Shelky is gonna get picked up by Murda being on the Ying. One top of spiral stairs, it's Ash. Chonky's able to pick up the Ash on an off angle. Shield does get cleared. And that ADS that got blown up by the reserve drone actually is able to pick up one more Candela. Ying swings into the long desk. I'm pretty sure they're not aware of the Ying being in that position. We're gonna back them off that door, so now they really don't have any way to peek in. 2v3 here with the Echo on the board. Well, Echo drone is gone, so really limiting numbers. I was worried about a team kill here. We finally punch camera. Echo does go down, so this does leave Stargazer in a 1v2. Does look like they have info, knows the plant's going down.
Attackers are activating the bomb diffuser.
And Sparks is able to pick up the last kill onto Stargazer. Yeah, they did a good job dismantling that site that time. We're gonna go back run the server site. I was not thinking about it. The defenders of Miami actually haven't won a single defensive round out of the 3 rounds we've played so far. It was a 4-2 split. Now we're at a 5-4. So this is looking like a pretty heavily attacker-favored conflict at this point. But we are gonna have to see another 2 rounds being played. We've already went through a full sweep of the sites. Actually, no, we haven't gone through a full sweep. This will complete a full 3 site sweep.
Reloading.
Run back to server room site. Back to Teller servers.
All secured.
Bursting the pulse, bringing the Monty back. We're seeing a pretty heavy garage extension here
Attackers have
from
located a bomb.
Miami, so make sure nobody really gets into garage completely for free. The Mavs being brought out as well, just to make sure they can't get this wall as easy. That being said, there's no wall now other than a mute, so EMPs would have worked, but there's no really way to know that.
Secure the floor.
Now remember, servers is supposed to be the site that's difficult to take. This is supposed to be the difficult site to take. Teller's supposed to be the site that's really easy to get into and be your like the site you're gonna plant on. So the fact that both teams seem to be sighting on the the Bedmite, it's bedtime for you, senor. Might have a C4 come out here. Monty does look like he's blocking up this doorway.
Here we go. Stay back.
There wasn't a ripped C4 by the meat, which I really expected there to be. So let's do a little bit of damage with the Goyo can that was placed on the wall. Jacko is able to repel in upstairs, that being with no more upstairs presence. So Jacko will have free roam to just kind of make as much destruction from above as he wants. Chucky putting in work with the pole scanner. So he will be aware of anybody inside of directly above him, but he won't be able to reach all the way upstairs. We'll finally be able to spot out this Monty pushing down. Just get the drone, but isn't going to do anything else. Early C4 from the mute, which is probably not the time you wanted the C4 to come out. Are getting this third floor pressure and now finally getting opened up, so they're just trying to limit the positions they can sit inside of tellers, which is probably the game plan at this point. There's not really a whole lot of tellers activity. There's actually nobody on the first floor, so they're really going to try to make this work from tellers. Mav is going to start pushing down. I'm not too sure if they're aware. Mir does. Mir wasn't aware, but
Attackers have recovered
Maverick with bad timing. Kit's now moving up these teller stairs. And the Goyo as well is now pushing through lobby and now moving into the teller site as well. So we're shifting quite heavily here. Shoki is able to find a kill somewhere. I'm not too sure where Shoki finds that kill from. He finds it actually onto the Monty. Goyo picks up the flank kill. Now leaves the Nomad in a 1v4 pushing the basement site.
Sensor activated.
Not looking too good for the defenders here at this point. Does finally spot out the Nomad. Picks up the 1. Picks up the 2. Murder falling back away. Does have case in hand. Can actually go for a plan here. With post off the board, there's no more room for them to actually plant. To deny this plant. There's a pretty hidden plant spot. Does hear the plant are both gonna start moving up. Back off. Pros don't fake. Pick up 1 kill. Misses a kill onto Murda. This now leaves the Mirror in a horrible situation. She's gonna run to the upstairs, which I'm not sure if there's time for this. She actually will get there in time, so she should be able to pick up this kill. Probably had to have stick that there, because now that you're just kind of sat here. No C4 in pocket, so I mean, this plant behind pillar. You can get her look straight up. We'll miss the kill once more. Does still have about 8 seconds on the clock. We are now in 1 shot away from dying. And that's it. That's the round. Murder with a huge round pickup there. What should have been the defender's first round and their way back into this map, completely shut down by Murder with a huge ace. Because I mean, technically he got the 4 kills he needed, but he wasn't able to pick up the last kill because of the diffuser. But it's still, technically he did everything himself. Let's put it that way. Put the plant down, was able to get all the kills. Denied the defuse. Anything that needed to be done, Murder had it. Going 16-6 is massive. His team will have to pick up the pace a little bit. That being, there's not a giant discrepancy between the two teams.
Locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Now both teams are supporting players we want to pick up, because right now we have Kit, running it, leading his team, not far behind by Bedmite, and Omerta really just completely pulled away. The next closest teammate is only half the kills he has, and that's might just be the reason they're really pulling away on this attacking side. We are now on map point.
Time to redecorate.
10 seconds remaining. Attackers have located a bomb. 5 seconds to insertion.
We are running the basement side back, which I'm very surprised we're not seeing this teller site again, especially because of how close the teller site really was to being won compared to this site, which ended in I think a 3v1. Sorry, I stand corrected. This site was actually a close site that, again, the attackers And Omerta on the line was actually able to make a pretty big play and pull it back. I believe Omerta had a 3K to end that round as well. Better might be able to find a kill here. And on the buck rushing through the lobby. IQ is gonna spot the Vigil. Vigil probably gonna go for this hatch and try to really open something up. Vigil can always move during these lion scans. Vigil has his ability which will jam the lion scan, so he's never really stationary. This was a few seasons ago. We probably would have saw some bullet holes. Instead, we get a punch hole from Bedmite, which does pick up the kill at the end of the day. Bedmite going huge on the roam here. Now scanning for the IQ. Now IQ scanning, hoping for the meat to find these Vigil on with his gadget swap, but sadly no gadget. IQ searching for this yokai, which is moving around. Both yokais being spotted now. Vigil's still on the loose. We're gonna nade the hatch, really get this hatch open. Echo playing chicken with his drones. Bedmite playing along with this with the yokai drone, so if the yokai gets shot, hopefully it's refragged. Echo's a huge counter to the Monty as well, because it forces him to unextend. They do shoot the other drone, so the other drone now is now gone. Shelky will pick up the kill onto the IQ. Ooh, that actually might have just saved his teammate's life. Actually, a huge play from the Echo there. That Echo shot might have actually just saved the mute's life. Stargazer might not know what just happened and could replay that later and after the game and watching the VOD, but right now we're leaving Shrimp and Sparks to lock out this round. Sparks has had some sparks of greatness in this game, but he has yet to make a huge play. Shrimp will pick up a kill onto Bedmite, which is roaming. Mirwinda's still in place. One player still playing behind Pillar. Or probably gonna have to go for a garage push here just to really lock this in. This Pillar player is really gonna have to make a play here. No more ammo. Has to put up shotgun, misses a few times. Plant is going down. I don't think there's somehow. Okay, does actually just jump off the plant. Realize that being ran at by 4 people is not gonna be a great thing to do. That being said, first defensive round by Miami, I believe. Yeah, it's the first defensive round picked up by Miami all game. And they've won that one on time. So they should go, yep, they're going server sellers, which is arguably another set they should have won, which we have a good chance to go to OT here.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
We're going to run this side back, probably the exact same setup. We're bringing the Monty back on Shrimp, so hopefully this goes differently. Like, that being said, we are seeing the Cade being brought out, so the map should be rendered useless when it comes to just drawing a hole at the bottom. As long as the drone isn't able to spot that out, we should be fine. There could be EMPs brought by the Monty, which we haven't seen EMPs, we've been seeing smokes.
10 seconds to insertion.
And that's really the only person that can run the EMPs. We now swap all the mavs, somehow spotting the Cade. No, we have we have Thermite on is that emergency exit? Yeah, so that'll be that Cade find. We're seeing an EMP brought by the Monty, which granted could be tricked. That being said, they very well can trick this. Could have a C4 getting through out this window, which I'm kind of expecting. They are aware of what the actual play is. A little bit of damage being done onto the Thermite is gonna, wisen up and not, commit to this peak. EMP is ripped. This might be too slow. They're gonna have to throw another EMP. huge kill onto Shrimp Lord. That Cade Claw is gonna come back up, so that completely rips it apart. I've been waiting for that to happen this entire game.
Reloading.
Good C4 finally coming out of the window from Sparks. Is that Spark of is it Spark I was talking about? No garage, Predator again. Another C4 gone up above, barely missed the Jackal. Now gonna have these above, finally above and start getting cleared out. This is where Ram would have come in handy, but again with the band, it's not gonna be of any light to this situation.
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
Jackal slowly snaking down these yellow stairs. There shouldn't be any info coming on him. Might spot this Cade out, catches Cade completely off guard.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Hostile. Drone active.
Cade is gonna find Omerta. That's the Nomad. That was their big playmaker and their first and their successful round attacking the site, making the exact push that they're trying to make as a team. They will find the Cade. They will find the Mira. Cade next on the list. Are gonna start tracking the Cade. Cade now being completely spotted out. Questionable shots. Finally finds a kill. Cam still up. He's gonna spot the cam. Shoot the cam out. Nobody get this wall open, which would have been the prime thing to do. Camera's still up in the corner of Visa, awaiting Visa. Hatches are completely sealed, so they're really gonna have to make a play by themselves here. Thermite actually will open up this wall. I lied. I completely forgot they had a Thermite. They are in a position out of plant. They do have shotgun in place from all characters, plus the Echo. So they're really gonna have to either hurry it up. There are red feet on the floor, which wouldn't be a bad idea to track.
10 seconds to go.
We're gonna get the plant done actually. You just gotta stick it. Yeah.
We're out of time.
I think setting one person on the flank was a good idea. Setting both players is probably not the best idea. If they could have found the Echo maybe, but it's too much of a gamble, especially since the Thermite can just kind of sit on the desk. C4's already been used. You can just try to stick the plant. If Pole starts opening from below, you can try to contest his holes to defend your planter. You can shoot the yokais that are stunning your planter. There's a few different options. But into OT we go. So we're gonna have, I believe, Miami starting on defense.
Locate and defuse bombs.
Sorry, no, we're gonna have. Yeah, we're gonna have Miami starting on defense. Melons on the attack. Miami is gonna run the Teller site right back, Teller servers. They saw how successful this site was the first time around. I'm not sure if they're gonna try to go back and get this wall open, which it does. The exit wall open. We're swapping off the Monty this time. We're gonna run into an Osa. These holes aren't here anymore, and the pulse is still a thing. These holes could be opened up later. But this wall, it's probably the best way to contest this. To contest this C4 is gonna have to just simply be somebody shooting the C4, having enough confidence to have the C4 get shot. That's a tough loss. First Twitch round is gonna get caught by a Mozzie. Mozzie's you really haven't seen too much Mozzie in the these past few seasons, with him losing his 1.5. He can actually zap that Thermite charge if he was a little bit quicker about it. I like the I really do like this use of the shield for there. Omerta's somehow gonna pick up 2 kills. I'm not even sure. He's inside actually. They just completely droned him in. He went completely unchecked. I don't know if he came from upstairs or where he came from, but he now is completely cut the site in half.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Kit's now rotating around. Sparks is able to find another kill. Next ocean shield's gone down, so now they have Thatcher going down. Could have actually been a hatch drop, and now from the hatch you're gonna see Sparks, drop, and Sparks pick up the last kill. Sorry, that wasn't Sparks that died. That was Kit that died. Yeah, that is complete polar opposite rounds there. It went from a three people up, defense side, to a flawless victory from the attackers. So now Melons with the advantage here, running the top floor site. I honestly don't remember if they won this site, which I imagine they did, since they are going to run it back in for their overtime round. So if they can lock this in, that'll seal the deal and lock them in for map 1. So again, we're on map point.
I'm
out. Gotta reload.
Running the upstairs defense. Running again. Goyo gonna put 2 Goyo cans here. Goyo can here. Shield in the corner. We'll might have defend the shield. We were seeing a Jaeger earlier. We were finding a swap to Umai. I've been surprised we haven't seen a cap tower clear this guy on the shield, but regardless of the cap tower, now we're gonna really see. Now, I assume.
5 seconds to go.
Again, Omerta
Attacker's objective is to locate a
is
bomb
still
and defuse it.
more than double the kills of the next person behind him, compared to Kit, which has been caught up. And ever since I pointed out that he has had his 12 kills, he hasn't done much. But yeah, we're still waiting on Watson to pick up the pace a little bit, and this would, there's no better time than OT to really, pick up the pace routine. EMP's going out. They're going to be getting the main wall opened. I thought they were going to be getting the main wall open. I'm not sure if they did. No, they weren't actually able to find the K-12, so the K-12 goes completely unchecked. And we will now be left without the main breach. So this OSA shield, not sure why it didn't get picked up, but is going to be left, so we are going to have one OSA shield. Omai is still inside of the break room with no wall now, so they really are going to have to push into him head first. If they're not aware of his positioning here, this could be massive. He's going to hide, isn't aware of the wall getting completely open next to him. He's going to be able to find the kill on the Ash. I'm not too sure he's going to be able to get away here. Somehow finds his way out. Should have never been able to get out of that position. Not too sure how he made it out there. Bettermite is going to be able to find a kill onto the player playing yellow. He's going to be able to rotate out yellow. Now going to be able to rotate back onto the roof. You see, after losing Omerta and Kip, both top fraggers in the game are now gone, so they're really going to have to rely on their team here to secure either the map point or send them into overtime match point. Into double OT. Slowing down the pace a little bit. Chucky will spot out this baiting smoke. He's gonna start smoking off yellow. He's able to pick up the down onto the smoke. I'm not too sure if he's gonna be able to finish. Probably gonna have to rotate into, or just let him bleed. Both options are pretty good. Shoki is going to start rotating to find the second kill. Those are like his teammates are here for the recovery. He's going to be able to finish the kill. Keeper comes, lands on his feet, blows him out, blows him sky high. Deimos will be able to pick up the kill onto Suave. Suave? Plants are now in the position of plant. Go goes down. He's almost able to find the kill onto the Ying.
15 seconds remaining.
Watson with shotgun might have to play pretty aggressive here, being that he is on the shotgun. Gotta make up your mind here, Watson. Going for the next plant spot. Stargazer will be able to... Isn't able to find the kill! And Shrimp's gonna be able to pick up both the final kills and lock in map 1, which is Consulate for Melons. Hard fought victory as I said there. Yeah, it was tough map one for Miami to lose that. Had a few good spots. Unfortunately, wasn't able to go their way. You just ask if they want a quick break or if they want to go straight into the next map. And our next map will be Bank. And we're going to take a 5-minute break. Give both teams a second to collect their thoughts. It's a great game from both teams. Both teams really showed out. There wasn't a whole lot of flaws from either team. Both teams really, a lot of their attacking rounds came down to some hero plays. I probably say it was a 50-50 game for most of those rounds. It just came down to a couple big plays from Kit a couple times, Omerta more than a handful of times. Shoki, I believe, might have had one. Bedmite might have had one. But overall, it was a enticing game. I can't say there was anything too spectacular. Seeing Monty being shown from both teams and them playing Monty at the high level was cool to see. Monty, Shields are probably in, even though they can't hit fire, are still probably in one of the best positions they've been in a long time. It gets rid of a lot of that, that, let's just say, like, randomness for getting headshot randomly. And really no skill in that situation, but it's also, at the same time, it causes a lot of frustration, just because there's really nowhere to shoot anymore before you aim for the hand. Now you kind of force aim for the feet, and back when it was supposedly a bug and their feet were showing, I believe everybody thought that was cool. Gave shields a weakness, forced shields to be a little more careful. Now shields are just straight up impossible to kill. And I do believe that we're also going to have them swap the attack defending. Let me just double check. It's Miami Neon is her full name. Confused with the M was for, but now that makes sense. Miami Neon. So yeah, Miami Neon will be starting on the defense when it comes to Bank. Bank is a completely different map when it comes to style play to concept. Bank's very open, a lot of very long angles. And there's just there's a lot of, it's similar in the sense where there's a lot of power positions you have to clear, but I mean the gunfights have gone from being 5 meters apart to now being cross map gunfights. It'll be interesting to see how both these teams go about attacking and defending this. we've gotten confirmation from both teams. Yep, and we have, and we're into the next map. So Miami is gonna have to pull out the win here to send us into map 3, which would be, I believe it's. Let me double check. Yeah, we're in Night Haven Labs. So Miami is gonna have to pull out this map here. She also sent us a map 3. If not, we will be seeing Melons take their victory, which would send Miami on into the lower bracket. And I believe they'd be facing, I'm not too sure what they'd face, but I want to say they'd be facing maybe not. Ying ban off rip. Ying's pretty good. It's a site. This map I believe is pretty Uto heavy. Monty's gonna get banned out here. I'm not gonna be able to see a Monty being brought out from either side. Monty Ying were both brought in most of the rounds, if not all the rounds, one or the other for Consulate. So seeing both these ops being banned is pretty good, especially on this side, on this map. Monty's really strong on this map. Also, the Ying is a zombie, another good ban. You know, zombie's never a bad op on any map in any situation. Those Kibas can really completely restructure the way you play a site. And a Fenrir. Even after Fenrir's nerfs, I don't think he's gotten any worse. I think he's just as effective as he once was. You know, the problem never was destroying things. It was always just finding him to begin with. And in my personal opinion, it was probably a buff or anything, because before, if you were able to shoot his things that were open, you know, he'd lose the utility and wouldn't be able to activate a new one. And now, if you destroy 2 of them, he still has 2 more to activate. You know, which before, if you know, he had 5 of them, but he can activate 3 of them, and if you know 2 of the 3 got destroyed, he's left with 1 to reactivate. If all 3 of them got destroyed, even though he has 2 still left, he can't activate.
Swapping mags.
That being said, I do enjoy to see that you know, the meta has shifted slightly, and we have gone from placing mirror windows close up to now placing mirror windows far, you know, pretty deep, which now helps defend the mirror windows from Habanas, so forth. You know,
Attackers have discovered the location of a
as
bomb.
we're playing gold, can now shoot the Habana pellets off the mirror windows. We're gonna be seeing a mirror window on each side of this wall.
5 seconds to insertion.
Hatches have been
Attackers are
here.
heading
We're
out to
missing
defuse
both
a bomb.
hatches inside of offices. One is gonna get open for the roamer, the other one should get Rio, which is gonna be the red hatch gets opened.
Shotgun, go live!
Instantly a twitch drone is gonna be tossed. I'm gonna go straight through the drone, hold down. Probably gonna try to hope and find the one of the mirror windows here. He's gonna spot out one of them. Should be able to take the shot from there and just might actually spot the time to get both mirror windows. Does actually get a perfect timing on that. Incredibly unfortunate. I think that's more. The op itself has now become completely worth the pick, regardless if she dies, no kills or anything. We do have 2 stay EMPs, so we're able to get any hatch we want open early. EMPs are at the ready. Habana's not too sure if she's gonna get this hatch. Doesn't look like we are gonna open this hatch. We're gonna open it with some can openers. We're gonna save some of the pellets. Making up their mind. That was tossed. Yeah, okay, so we won't be able to open that sadly. He's able to get the wall bang. The Goyo play here is always a good play, but the fact that you have
Enemy contact.
we're gonna be able to clear the roamers incredibly quickly. No more roamers third floor, it's completely shut down. The Goyo play is a good play to run. It's just when you have a Habana on the board, the Goyo does absolutely nothing. You go shoot from a distance. Compared to otherwise, you know, you can kind of play around that. But here it's makes a difference. C4 somewhere from place. Not too sure sure that C4's fine.
Enemy tactical
Thanks.
They hear it too. You know where it is? They have enough EMPs to make this work, or to make it work.
Here.
They're gonna have to EMP this again. We'll hit the EMP. Not sure if their tub's gonna have another one to place. Doesn't look like he's in a position to actually go about placing it. Cage Claw is actually gonna be able to get that. So again, unfortunate timing on the EMPs. If they EMP'd that at the right time, then we'd be fine. But the PC was actually able to just completely block most of those shots. Fortunately enough, he's still able to pick up the kill on the player playing inside of elevator. Abana once more opening up a hatch, or not even opening up hatches. That was probably a wasted. It wasted a can.
10 seconds to go.
C4 ripped, C4 out, is gonna miss the kill. Again, nobody really
5
covering him,
seconds remaining.
so it's not really anywhere from the plant. Is gonna know somebody's gold, is gonna be farther.
Operators, you are out of time.
Yeah, they just wasted so much time above, weren't able to actually open any of the hatches they needed open. With the Cade being played, you kind of have to get a Twitch drone to go shoot those Cade Claws. Without shooting those Cade Claws, there's really no way to get the hatches unless you're able to perfectly time the EMPs, which they threw them way too early and unfortunately weren't able to get the hatches they needed open. And we're not going to see the upstairs site being ran immediately. We're going to see a middle floor site, which is usually the tertiary site, but we're seeing it as a primary or a secondary site. Not a primary site.
Facing a razor bloom.
This site tends to have a pretty standard hold. There's nothing really that ever
Discovered the location of a
is
bomb.
too spectacular. The mirror window might be played inside of janitor might be an interesting play. Have any shields? No shields.
Wall reinforced. Improvement.
Maybe to a shield here, but no shield. Mirror window on the wall. And we gotta
10
hold
seconds
all
to
of
insertion.
CEO, the windows, possibly even into
5 seconds
square,
left before insertion.
depending on how it's played.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Load him back. Ready for grenade. Wall
Tough thing about a mirror
reinforced.
window is always that even if nobody's on the mirror window, you kind of have to treat it like a live grenade, because there could always be somebody sitting on the other side.
Reloading. Flashbang.
Or I'm gonna get that mirror window immediately due to the. Actually, I believe she wasted both ash shards. She does on the one mirror window.
Breaching charge deployed.
But you can argue the good trade for the defenders here, because now, I mean, with castle on, and you have BPs and stuff. There's really not a whole lot of other ways to get up.
Adding Overwatch.
There's really no way for them to actually clear the castle here. He's just kind of gonna be destroying drones and just really denying any good info that they need. They go lobby setter post. He could be in a bad position if this. Had the pre-fire there, but Shucky was able to find it. Shucky now spots the Deimos. Deimos is gonna go ahead and try to pre-fire. He's gonna fall back. Spots the cam on white. Shucky kind of unsure what the play is here. Player playing inside of janitor, I do believe gets picked off. Personal lobby repels just spotted by Shoki, but I'm not sure if he was aware of it himself. Bettermite with a huge kill from above. It might have just been a straight sound play. Shoki is being spotted by the Jackal, so he is under some pressure here. You are going to be aware of him playing. He is in a pretty good spot. He's not in anywhere where he can dive from above or pick up any huge. He is gonna go ahead and try to take this fight immediately with Shoki. Yellow pings are, I'm guessing, not going down exactly where you want them. Money does go ahead and go him. Second scan's gonna go out, gonna spot the Cade. He's gonna have to walk through these beepers if he wants to find. He's gonna be able to spot this Mira. Shrimp also finds another, so that's left in a 1VX, and Suave's gonna be able to find 2 of the last 3. Yeah, that small hole in the wall was actually huge for Suave there, because he was able to find the Mira. Mira's head just should have just kind of just shown herself. This is gonna be the first time we're gonna see Striker, possibly. Keep in mind, when you're on the new season, there's no longer a 3-month waiting period on any new ops. Even technically, they're not new ops. They are new to the comp scene, but just teasing them.
Defenders, protect your bombs from
I personally really
by
enjoy the
attackers.
recruits. I think that was a good change.
All reinforced.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
Deploying magnet.
New
Magnet
feed
online.
activated.
Secured window!
10 seconds to go.
Cam in position.
5 seconds left.
Position device.
Attackers are heading out to defuse the bomb.
Ah, okay. I was confused that you had to circle like 3 times to get back to the initial one. It's you go from the UI up to no UI, but you still see player outlines to no player outlines.
I need to reload.
Got you. Valkyrie's gonna be roaming in the basement. Twitch runs immediately on the move. Probably gonna try to find anything they can. Gonna be able to find both the bandit batteries sitting on Scheikel wall, on cancel wall.
As my friend was saying.
Is gonna be able to find those, which should mean that we have the wall getting tricked, which it does get tricked. Drone's gonna spot out this bandit. Valkyrie's still waiting on the run out. Valkyrie is gonna go for the run out here. And Habana's gonna be able to react quick enough to actually pick up the kill on the Valkyrie.
Activating jammer.
Loading new mag.
Sophia is gonna be sitting on this window, just hoping to pick up maybe a, possibly spot out this bandit. Somehow spots the head of the castle, which I couldn't see myself.
Clear. Setting tracer thermal attack.
Watson just barely misses the head of the IQ. Watson in a very tough spot here. Is finally able to actually find the head of the IQ. Almost picks up the Dokkaebi, likes the Dokkaebi at about 12 health. Now leaves Mute in a 1v3.
Spinning up.
Oh, should have found the head of the Dokkaebi there. I'm not too sure why it didn't connect. Nobody on the lobby repels, so we all left to Shouki in this 1v3 here. Does spot one, doesn't actually let him. Let's go. They're able to pick up the down on the one player. Last two do seem to be on drones. Gets distracted by the down player, and Shrimp's able to pick up Shouki for the last kill round, and secures their first attacker side win. Second attacker side win. Totally got me off. Going right back to lockers, which is the only successful site we've seen so far. This site really came down to just poor time management. We do see a Mav brought out, so I'm not too sure if this is out here simply for the for the hatches, which if you play Mav quite often, you know that hatches are pretty funky to try to pop up with Mav. There's not really like a trick per se that I've seen. The tricks are all pretty inconsistent. There's some where you cut the hatch in half and you cut it a little bit past half and it opens a hatch, and I've done that, and sometimes it doesn't work.
5 seconds
You
left.
can also go completely around the hatch. It's also not the safest thing to do with Mav,
Attackers objective
especially when
to
there's a cave
locate
cross.
bomb and
Usually you'd want to like stand directly on top of the hatch, but since it's all just kind of a big deal. could be immediately square is gonna
Attackers
be able
have
to
located
shoot.
a bomb.
I think she shot the lobby cam as well, so it's two pretty big cams when it comes to Uto, just when we gone off rip. Mira might be sitting on a punch hole, what she is finally gonna fall off this punch hole. Both vectors on their own here. Interesting vector combo. Drones are going out. Drones will be trying to find any third floor roamers to no avail, that being that there is no roamers. Here's the beeper. Doesn't realize it was probably just the Ash. Ash now just committing to this drone. He's gonna be able to pop up in these hatches.
Charge ready.
C4 is able to pick up the kill onto the Ash. So that's Sparks going down. Huge kill from bedtime. Bedmite. It is bedtime yet. He's gonna drop off the hatch, gonna leave the single vector upstairs now instead of two. Stargazer left completely on an island by himself, not in a position to quickly drop out. Is gonna go in and decide to shut down the phone. The drone might have heard him there. Dokkaebi did drop the hatch, so she is kind of able to hold him here. Tiffany's not able to cross, which does look like he's gonna run straight for the cross. Doesn't drop the hatch, but he's able to pick up the kill right as he's dropping hatch. That's 2 kills on the roam. They are all gonna try to hunt down the switch drone. Still all on high alert for these switch drones. Both that people just be aware aren't on drones, are actually spectating teammates. Like, see, there, right, the Mav is in charge of getting this hatch. Mav now can't get the hatch because he's stuck there for 20 seconds. And he's left with 20 seconds to get this hatch, just not enough time. There was no reason for him to pop that Goyo can. He could have drawn completely around the Goyo can. They're gonna shift to a backside drop. One's gonna drop, immediately die. Second one's gonna is able to pick up 1 kill, gets traded out by the Mira. And third one does drop the same thing. Almost finds the Goyo, but Stargazer is able to pick up the last kill. Another great round from defenders there. Good shot. Another great round coming out of Melons. Or, sorry, that one was from Miami. We do have a game challenge. I'm honestly not too sure why they didn't use a tactical timeout. There was no guarantee in me getting to that pause. Also, Q. Back into the match.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So that was just a quick game chat glitch there. So we've got that dealt with a quick reset of that.
Enjoy the view. It's in a razor bloom. Reload! Razor shell out.
Again, the only successful round that Miami Neon has actually won has been the basement site. So going back into the secondary site of offices is
5 seconds left.
gonna
before
be
insertion.
slightly difficult.
Attackers are moving out to locate
Just
a
because we
bomb
haven't
and
seen them
defuse it.
successfully take this, but
Now you see me.
there's a chance.
Now you don't.
Kate is tempting fate. Sadly, nobody has spawned over here.
Loading mag.
Maybe another lobby side take. Is able to spot him. Stargazer is in another position. I see another punch hole. Stargazer is a fan of punch holes.
Perimeter defense is active.
I didn't see sparks get dropped. So they are going to be able to pick up one down. This trade does trade off the person on the window. Is now free to pick for the pickup. So they can't pick up if they want. That being said, Bedmite is going to go down.
I'm reloading.
Buck is going up to Trump, so he might actually be able to pick up this two-piece on both the players playing instead of Trump, going for the res. With beepers being popped and player now up, he does find one. There's still two more. Gone 6 isn't able to finish. He's just gonna strand the Buck. Sorry, he's gonna strand the castle. I'm not too sure how the Gone 6 wasn't able to kill him on a down player. Now leading him to 2v3 with a minute and a half to go,
Attackers have located a bomb.
which is plenty of time. No more calls, still 3 tracks from Jackal. Able to find
Loading
hero.
full magazine.
We're gonna go to get these cams. Interesting play, just being that could have found him. Dorn does find the Jackal. Or is able to somehow find the Buck. This round went from being a 3v2 to a 1v2 in the opposite direction. Now, him actually getting caught up onto that archives barrier might have actually just saved his life. Mirwindo's still in a position where he can't really rotate into square, so it's gonna have to be a lobby-sided take or vaulting up and over, which he can't really make that decision either. He's probably gonna have to just rotate all the way around, go through elevators to really make this play even feasible. Castle barricade in the way, so now they force his hand to either jump through or force his way through the mirror window. Does spot the head, doesn't see it though, but Watson is able to get the kill on the Thorn to finish off the round. So that's the second defensive round we have. The question now is if they can complete the sweep and send us into a 4-2, or are we going into a 3-3? Going upstairs for our final defensive round out of Miami Neon.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Getting rid of the UI is cool and all, but the fact that kills, the kill feed just disappears is my favorite thing.
Attackers have located a bomb.
They brought a route trying to spot out to these drones and hopefully play enough info. He's gonna be able to spot out the cams placed in the lobby, so there won't be any intel coming from the attackers there. Still 2 cams in pocket.
5 seconds remaining.
Going for sight cams.
Attackers are moving to defuse the bomb.
Feed and
Machine square him.
drone ready.
Lobby cam will also remain to stay up. Lobby cam now goes down to a Twitch round. On the repels now, Bandit's still on that cancel wall, making sure they can't get the cancel wall. At the Twitch run is able to find these batteries once more. Last time she did have success in finding the first couple too. Bedmite will be able to find the player Sparks on the window repels, but immediately gets cleared out with the claymore that she was able to place there. There's still one more player on the window repels. Wouldn't be a bad idea to try to jump out the same window, being that there's definitely no more claymore. But let's see if they can commit another player, which I mean, the only player you could really commit would be. I don't know why Murder would. Okay. Well, they ran out.
Attackers have dropped the bomb.
Storage Gauge was able to find one. That'll be onto the Habana, so there's no opportunity of those cancel walls getting opened up anymore. Shoki seems like he almost wants to try to run out on the window. He's exposed by the window, exposed to side windows. Might be worth a run out from Shoki if he's comfortable with this MG11 to actually try to make a kill, to try to find the kill here. Bandit stuck inside of elevator. Stargazer stuck inside a trap. Does seem like Suave on the Twitch is now making a sneak. Bandit is able to find the person coming up spiral. Just leaves top of main stairs and one on the window repels. Bandit hasn't shown any sign of aggression, so probably won't walk out of here. Stargaze is able to find Omerta on the window repels. Now leaves Suave on the 1v3 top of the stairs. Bandit being on 10 health. Really expected to pre-fire through the wall.
Night drone deployed.
He's gonna have to retreat into janitor. Not actually. It's just gonna leave this a few rounds. Gonna force a hand. Now leaves a person else trapped inside a janitor. He's gonna go for the plant instead of going for the kill. Gets off plant.
Operators, you have run out of time.
I'm actually very surprised she went for the plant there instead of going for the kill on Watson. Knowing you know exactly where he is, you know you probably won't win the round if you go for the plant, as happened there, but teaches their own. Solid 4-2 half from Miami Neon, not switching onto the attack. Was actually able to pick up a clean sweep on the defense side after losing their first two defense. After losing their second and third defense round. Freaking it have check. All of Miami Neon is really holding their weight really well, and I mean both teams are doing pretty decently on both sides. We're gonna be seeing this upstairs site first. Seeing some castle barricades going down. Part of me wanted to ping the castle barricade. Pretty standard setup here. We're gonna have the bandit to protect these castle walls, and then the mirror just to become a nuisance watching stock, and
10 seconds left
most likely into CEO. Again, we're seeing no shield. A lot of teams like to put shields on in this hallway to be defend janitor, but here watch out the shield. Sorry, we do get a shield. Warden. Played by mine. Shield will be played by the Warden.
Swapping mags.
Hatch isn't going to be open in a small room to be able to see. But am I not on the CEO repels, but I mean pretty close to him. This castle's taking quite the quite the angle. AC would have found the player sitting on those ATM repels, not even the CEO repels. Not too sure if they're aware of the player playing on repels. These past couple seasons have been, for me at least, close to impossible. The repels are pretty easy to die off of. probably gonna get picked up here to repeat too aggressively. I have the breeze in my way, but I imagine he does not.
Changing max.
Again, aggressively holding these
Attackers
lobby
located a
peaks.
bomb.
Does hear a player actually repel onto the lobby repose? Onto the CEO repose? Isn't aware that it's actually a lobby repel, not a CEO repel. Some people do get lit up by a C4. Not too sure where that C4 did come from. Might have been stock. I actually have no clue where that C4 might have been chucked right up and over banana. Just a reminder, barbed wire does do 5 damage, so I mean, Kit is 2 barbed wire steps from death. Or downed. Huge kill from the Brava. Does immediately get traded up by Sparks. Sparks is able to walk straight up, so now that they've killed the elevator player, Sparks has fallen back in another position where he can see Trump. Might be able to find the kill on this player. Does light him up. Main wall isn't gonna get open. Kit does find another. Now brings us back down to a 2v3.
15 seconds
Both
remaining.
players Trump side. Kid is gonna be aware that both players going Trump. It does pick up a down on the first one. Watson now trying to find a player playing long desk, but isn't aware of the player prone, and it gets picked up by Shrimp on the prone. Sparks with another with a big round there. Might have been a 3K. Yeah, that's 3K from Sparks. Me too. Almost every player on Miami Neon is at 5 kills. I believe it was a 3K from Sparks. But good round from Melons, picking up the top for
Defenders,
defense.
protect your bombs from being
Their first
defused
defensive
by
round at that.
attackers.
We're going to the basement. Maestro with a Brava being available and Brava being played last round is an interesting play. It's never a bad play. I enjoy the Maestro. I think Maestro's great. But he's a little bit difficult to play with Brava.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
If he gets spotted out, probably won't be long till we see a Brava can stop to.
Loading full magazine.
Doesn't seem like we're gonna have
10 seconds left.
Guess we'll spot that.
5 seconds left.
Yep, no Bravo swap, so these Maestro camps will go unchecked. Other than these floors rounds,
Attackers are
which
moving to
could
defuse
prove
the
to be
bomb.
slightly difficult. Castle on the roam, Goyo on the roam. Good can place on these castle shields.
Secure the perimeter.
Surprised we're not getting these open right away. Twitch drone, I believe, is creating a disaster in sight, which yes it is.
It's gonna blow.
There's the first Goyo can upstairs and castle barricade gone. Still have 2 more to deal with in staff.
Ratero going in.
Bucks going in and open up the hatch above. Now we're putting quite a bit of pressure on these players. The upside down remote trying to hopefully maybe spot out this castle playing inside of the closet or the admin office. Buck will spot him. Does actually lose the fight to the Goyo sitting inside of admin. Or actually no, he didn't lose the fight to the Goyo inside of Goyo's upstairs. I don't know how he got upstairs, but he's upstairs. Definitely not aware of him being. They're aware that he's here. They're just not aware where he is. He's gonna almost potato the shot away. Stargazer does find the kill eventually. Loses a chunk of health, but isn't enough to really make a long-term difference to really scare him away from doing anything too big. Sparks is back in sight. We do see all players back in sight. He's gonna take that 5 health damage I was talking about walking into that barb. Still have a Maestro, which is pretty scary to deal with later in the round. These Ratero drones are going to start to get active. Maestro is going to go ahead and turn this drone away, make sure that they can't punch it. They somehow are able to find an angle on that punch.
Cover me! Reloading!
Surprised he's not trying to flicker that open.
It's gonna pop.
Does find his Goyo cam. Does find his Maestro cam that is placed to deny default. Again, how it's not a headshot, I could never tell you. Habana is still on the roof. I'm guessing on a drone, droning out the rest of our team, but is now finally getting active. Might start opening up hatches, but still have all 18 Habana pellets still in pocket, so she is gonna have to go ahead and start using those up. Omar is still in a good position. Could be dropping red hatch here. Shrimp is able to find one. He's gonna start going for the plant. Does spot the backside of Habana. Is able to pick up the kill onto the. Is he actually able to spot the Habana? Habana C4 gets Shrimp, has to back off. He's gonna try stepping back in. Omerta does find the kill. Shrimp with the TK has a sparks, but other than that, a completely decisive win from the defenders. The only scary part about the entire attack was going to be the red drop, and as long as they secured that, lock that in. Omerta holding a power position, making sure they can't plant. Even with the Maestro cams, I'm not even sure we're still the one that was still in servers. I'm not even sure that one was still up, which could have been a distraction there alone. Another good defending round. That's 2 in a row coming out of Melons. So again, now we're going for the tertiary site, which is going to be staff open area.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can. Attackers have discovered the location of a
Pressing the
bomb.
Maestro once more. You're going to spot the Maestro early now. If we see a Bravo, yeah, we are going to see the Bravo coming out of the bug, so no more bug. Which honestly is not having a bug on a map like Bank, where there's so many soft floors to make rotations and stuff, is. I'm not sure if it's worth a Bravo. Now the IQ for a Bravo or something, or I wouldn't be, against even like maybe an ace over a Bravo.
5 seconds remaining.
Next Maestro cam will appear.
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
We have a Valkyrie as well, so the IQ is fairly justified.
Reloading.
Why is IQ red and Bravo blue? Okay.
RED active. If it runs on batteries, I'll see it.
I don't believe she can be able to shoot that from here, but this spot out the first of many.
Detected alarm.
Quite the interesting setup coming out for the top floor executive side. A lot of crouch was being set up, crouch was along the entire wall, hoping to get some footholds. Now the CEO repels Dokkaebi. So he is spotting out the strat, isn't going to see it. Again, I'm not opposed to the strat. The strat actually does seem to be quite frustrating at that. His 2 players above are going to get cancel wall open, so they're really going to have a good cross here. I'm not even sure if these players never rotate out now that these cancel walls are open. If nobody's on this lobby repelled, they still can rotate out. It's just that ghost pressure being put. Now opening up janitor, so the janitor wall is going to be opened. Going to force the Malusi to fall back, or at least hope to fall back.
Calling them up.
Malusi could go and check here.
Scanning for devices and traps.
Lucy does actually fall back eventually. Drone is, again, Castle is spotted out by the drone, so now they are aware that there's no more presence being upstairs. Dokkaebi now in janitors, so they've completely locked down the 3rd floor. With 1:10 to go. This is still going to throw me off. The rest of the team's red. It's like half and half. Shelky picks up a kill onto Suave, which is a good opening pick, and it gives them the numbers for the possible entry. Do have a flank coming out from Shrimp coming up server stairs. He's gonna hop on cam, we're gonna get some pressure from above. Shrimp has already backed off the square take and rotating towards the main side take. Going up marble stairs. More holes being opened up by this Brava and the shotgun. Well, small in size, quite mighty.
15 seconds to go.
Calling, it's gonna
10
pick
seconds
up a
remaining.
kill. Great. My show is gonna pick up one kill. Should know about the second. Does find a flick kill onto the person dropping a hatch, and they would have Sparks. They would have find 3 at the very end. That might have been the bandit. I'm not gonna lie to you. It might have been a murder that picked up the guy falling on the hatch, but so much cooler if it was Sparks that picked up the kill. It was looking so well, and then they stalled. They just had no sense of their time. They completely lost all their time and tried to force everything in like the last 10 seconds, which completely fell apart. Yep. I mean, ever since the swap on halves,
Attackers need
I
to
think
locate and
Miami
defuse
Neon has
bomb.
had 2 kills as a team when the half swapped. So that's 3 rounds. So I think Miami Neon has picked up 3 kills as a team. It's not looking good. Miami Neon is really gonna have to make a move here on the attack and start to find these kills, because they are not having a good time. On the other hand, Sparks is really starting to have a game here. Putting together quite a few big plays.
5 seconds remaining.
Deploying my data.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Loading new mag.
Same strat ran as the previous time.
Device placed.
Sparks again playing on the CEO windows, prepping the CEO window for a run out, just in case he decides to get fancy. Might be able to spot the Zoph. He spots the Zoph, almost misses the kill, but is able to pick up the kill on Bedmite. Not what you want to see when you're struggling to pick up kills. You end up losing your first pick, especially the Zoph against so many like soft breachable gadgets.
Mag is deployed.
Still have Kit on Ash. She can still get rid of some of this deep pressure. Ash is Spider-Man repelling through skylights, hoping that Suave is going to go ahead and show himself. As long as he stays patient and doesn't get too jittery and tries to move out of position. Spots his teammate's drone. Ooh, nade. Could actually... Huge! The nade does exactly what it needs to do. Shelky's able to pick up the finish onto Kit's kill. Are able to get Cantwell open. Sparks has been peeking these walls pretty heavily, has been contesting them.
Loading new mag.
You also have, looks like your bad also contesting these holes.
Clear the blast area!
Going out into lobby. There is Finka in lobby, walking up lobby. The cam is not active, so the lobby flank isn't being watched. As I say that, there must have been another lobby flank cam, because instantly got spotted out, started getting wall banged from the first floor elevator walls, the back office walls. Omerta has switched to a square hole, trying to hold a little bit more pressure. Now seeing that they are losing quite a bit of this pressure. There's somebody on the CEO repels. Could be Watson. Yeah, Watson now holding CEO repels. Isn't able to spot Sparks is able to find another kill. Immediately traded out by Kit. On the mirror window, Watson is now just trying to apply some pressure. Back down into a 3v3 with 30 seconds left on the clock. Mira's in on long desk, so there's really nobody holding this B site other than across from this Mira. Put through the window, calling it's gonna find 1 kill. I don't know where the Mira's gonna find the second. Now leaves Stargazer in a 1v3. Doesn't know where 2 of the 3 are. On ADS is at the wrong time, and Stargazer's able to pick up. Sorry, Shrimp's able to pick up the last kill. Another unfortunate round, but there's another 2 kills in the way of Miami Neon. Melons on match point at that. They're able to lock this in. That'll lock them in to continue their upper bracket journey to the finals. Yeah, their attacking half has looked absolutely unstoppable so far. Like I said, they've given up 4 kills. They've died 4 times as a team
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
in their out of the 4 rounds they've played. That's 1 death on average per round, per round from their team. Which is definitely not how you're going to win a game being on the defense. So the defense is really going to have to pick up their kills. I mean, they're doing a really good job. They're laying a bunch of time. They're holding it down to the last 30, 40 seconds, last minute for the most part. But they're just collapsing under the pressure when it comes. Sorry, I'm talking about the wrong side.
10 seconds left.
They're on the attack right now. They're struggling to find kills on the attack, trying to pick off the defenders. Defenders are playing a really passive game right now, so they're kind of forced to peek into the defenders. And they're not able to find these gunfights in their favor. And they're also waiting way too long. They're trying to force out these plays in the last, like I said, 30, 40 seconds. Which is just forcing them into really bad positions, which is not enough info. Wasting a lot of your drones early in the round. Which is letting them clear roamers really well, but again, you're giving yourself 30 seconds to ran. We're gonna have a smoke playing top of server stairs. A very strong position if when you play smoke shotgun. I imagine he has a shield there with him as well. There's gonna be shrimp, yep. Shield barb. He does have a single my disc. Probably gonna go ahead and turn off that phone if I imagine. Gonna go to pre-plays, which probably isn't the best idea just because of nades. Set position will tend to get naded out pretty quickly. Square cam is gonna go ahead and get shot out. Shelky might be the first to fall victim to shrimp. I think that's server side. Does lose a Twitch drone immediately. We're gonna go ahead and open up this hatch. I probably should open up the hatch sooner than later. Finally. I take my turn and go ahead and punch that barb through the door while he's not too active on it. They still have a warden playing. Omerta is playing behind the server X, so there's a lot going on. I'm not too sure why the smokes are coming out already, especially since the door. Now you'd probably pop your first smoke instead of popping when he popped it, just being that it's the door wasn't open, or there's nobody just gonna come waltzing through. You're gonna go ahead and have Bedmite go ahead and swap to the dirt take. Third smoke's already out, so that's all the smokes that he has to use. Are gonna go ahead and spot the player. Bedmite isn't gonna be able to find the player, and now smoke's gonna have to get active. Picks up a huge kill onto the Twitch. Is gonna go ahead and swap to trying to defend the server room.
Reloading.
Looks like they're gonna go ahead and start pushing down his stairs, or at least try to. Buck is gonna go ahead and start making his way down the stairs. Is gonna find the kill, gets traded with about 40 damage, 35 damage being put out there. Hatches I believe hatches haven't been opened up because of the Cade.
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
Sparks is able to pick up Watson. Looks like that's and Kit isn't able to find the 3 kills he needs, which will lock out the match for Melons, I believe. It was honestly a really good start from Miami Neon at the beginning of the map. Took a 4-2 split, but as soon as they got onto the attacking side, they just couldn't get any kills, and when they did, it was to no avail. I mean, you're getting 1, 2 kills, even no kills to a point on some rounds. So it was tough overall match. Like I said, they look good on the defensive half, but as soon as you put them on attack, they just completely fell apart. But congratulations to Melons. Melons will be continuing their route on the upper bracket, while Miami Neon will fall to the lower bracket. And yeah, that'll be that broadcast. So I hope you guys have a good night.